What's going on, ladies and gents? We're back, another sourcing day. I'm heading to a couple thrift stores and then I'm heading to my favorite auction. I frequent this auction a lot, and when you find a good auction, man, it's just like the best place to get inventory. So I recommend you guys check out Auction Zip. That's auctionzip.com. Find auctions in your area. You can do a quick search with your zip code, but that's the way that I'm finding these auctions in my area. And you see a lot of different stuff. You can go try a lot of new places until you find, your own honey holes. But bring you guys along today and show you guys what we find along the way. So I found two things in that thrift store. This printer I got for 10 bucks. I should be able to get $49.99 free shipping for that. And these are Michael Kors shoes. They're like new and they were 8 bucks. So that was a good pickup. I didn't even look these up in the store, but since they're Michael Kors and they're like new, they gotta be worth at least 40 bucks. So I picked up two things at this Goodwill. I got this Adidas Me Coach thing. I think it's worth about 60 bucks, maybe a little bit more, new in the box. And then I got this really nice Singer sewing machine for 25 bucks. I didn't even look it up, but I know it's worth more than that.
And $10 there. $10, 15, 15, we go 15 and 10 there, and 15, we go 15, 15, 15. $10, 363, 363.
Cobalt cut clear, Amethyst cut clear.
Okay guys, so it's bright and early the next day. I just got everything pulled out of the vehicle, so I'll show you guys the stuff we picked up at the auction. First thing I got was this Spider-Man record player made by Tiger Electronics, dated 1979. It's in really good condition. This one I really did take a gamble on because I paid $50 for this and like some sealed board games and stuff that probably don't have much value. So basically I pretty much just wanted this piece. There's one listed on eBay for $250. But in the past 90 days, from what I could see at the auction, I can only go back 90 days on sold comps. Most of you guys know that. But anyway, there was none sold, so I really don't know the exact value. So I have sold these without the Spider-Man thing before, and I remember I got good money for just a basic one. So I think this should do pretty good, but we'll see, because like I said, with no sold comps, it's hard to know an exact value. I got two of these pocket power jump starters. I've actually bought these at that auction a few times. Somebody keeps bringing them there as consignment, and they only bring like 6 or 8 at a time, but they always sell well for me. This is what they look like. So I guess you can like charge up this little power pack, and then you can actually like jump start your car with just that. So it's a pretty cool item, and they always sell for about $60 plus shipping. This model does. And I got 2 of them for 30 bucks, and I should get about $120 in gross sales out of those 2 items. I picked up those pocket power jump starters, and they threw in the ceiling fan, so it looks like it's new in the box. It's not very big, but I don't typically sell stuff like this on eBay, so I might throw this up on Facebook Marketplace for 20 bucks and have somebody come scoop it up from the warehouse. These are the games that came with the Spider-Man thing. Casino Night. They're all sealed. Ticket to Ride New York. And then I got 2 of these little gravity tracks attachment things. And this game looks fun. Throw burrito. And it says something about you throw the burritos. That's part of the game, so that could be fun. But like I said, these I'll probably just throw in a yard sale or put in the next online auction with some other stuff. I picked up a 4-piece of these Fenton Aqua Blue. So I got 4 pieces of this style for 40 bucks. I'm in $10 a unit. I noticed that most of these were selling for $30+ around this size. One of them's a smaller piece, but I might lot them all together and try to get like 100 bucks, or I'll make 2 lots because they're really fragile. So I probably don't want to put all 4 in one box, but I'll probably make 2 lots of 2 and then, you know, try to get $60, $70, $80 per lot. I also got 3 pieces of this style of Fenton Lime Custard. All 3 are about the same size. The other 2 have like stems on them. I paid $35 for all 3 pieces, so I'm only in each piece for like 12 bucks. And these are probably, you know, $40, $50 pieces. I'll probably put 2 together and try to get like $80. And then the best piece I'll try to sell by itself for like 40 or 50 bucks. So 35 into like 120, really good profit on these. And when it comes to glassware, I'm sure a lot of you guys are familiar with Fenton, but if you're not, this is one of the most collectible brands when it comes to this kind of stuff. I bought this for myself. Everybody should have one of these things. I keep one of these in each vehicle. It has like a little light on it, but it's basically a little air compressor that can hook up to the cigarette outlet in your car. So if you walk out of your house and you got a low tire, you could just pump it up real quick with one of these. I have 2 vehicles. I have one of these in each of my vehicle, and then I keep one in my garage. But the little one in my garage broke, so I'm just gonna replace that with this one. So this one's going home with me. I only paid 10 bucks for it, so it was a good deal. That's another great part about those kind of auctions. You know, a lot of times I'm going there just to find stuff to resell, but then I find stuff I actually need. And if I would have bought that on Amazon or gone to the store to get it, it would have cost me probably $40, $50, maybe $25 on a good day. But that's a nice one. So, I mean, you can't beat the kind of deals you find at live auctions. And if you guys haven't been yet, don't be scared. Just go. All you need is a regular driver's license, and you can go participate in a live auction. They're so much fun. The first one I went to, I bought like 2 items. The second one I went to was a different auction, and I just sat there and kind of figured out how it all worked, and I didn't buy anything at that auction. And then I came back to that auction, and then I started frequenting that one, the one I didn't buy anything the first time, and I started going there every week, spending $200, $300, $400, $500, and I basically built my business from that one auction and going there every single Sunday without fail, religiously, and just reinvesting and reinvesting and reinvesting. You know, it takes time to build something. You can't just spend all the money you have coming in. You have to get your money to work, and just it's kind of like a snowball effect. I got these little dual speakers. They came with a stack of electronics I bought for $25. And you guys can see these big electronics over here on the table. I'll give you a closer look in a second. But I got 3 of those big like receiver units and this for 25 bucks. 2 of those receivers are worth like $70 each. And then there's a Yamaha one that's probably only worth like 40 or 50. But I mean, I'm probably gonna turn that $25 into 130 bucks. I paid $35 for this Simmons amplifier. It's in really good condition. It still has the paper thing on the front, nice and clean. But these are selling for like $179 shipped or $139 plus shipping. So I'll be able to sell it for somewhere in that range. And I only paid $35, so I should, you know, gross $100 profit on just this item here. So I got this whole box of these small little like trinket things. Each one has a lid on them, and each one is like a dog or a person. And then there's like a Jimi Hendrix one, there's a David Bowie one. And I looked these up at the auction, and I did highest price first, and Jimi Hendrix was near the top, selling for $75 for the Jimi Hendrix. So I paid $120 for all 25 of these. Jimi Hendrix will give me $75 back. I didn't even look up anything else. I just kind of based it off what Hendrix sold for. But I did notice that a lot of the other ones were still selling for like $30 or $40, and some cheaper ones were selling for like $10 or $15. So basically what I'll go through these, I'll look everything up, and every single one that's worth like $30 or more dollars, I will sell individually, or like maybe 2 together for like 50 bucks to give somebody a good deal. And then all the cheaper ones, $10 or $15, I'll put those in large lots of like let's say 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, something, whatever I'm left with, I might break it into 2 lots or something like that, just to give you guys an idea of how I process things when I get a large lot like this. I used to go through and list everything individually, but I don't do that any longer. I like to lot up the cheaper stuff, only sell the really good solid items by themselves. But I'll show you guys what one of these look like real quick. So I just grabbed this one off top. It's called the P Mammoth, and it actually looks like a mammoth. So it's just like a purple mammoth. The lid comes off. It has like a little message in there. On the bottom it has the maker's mark, face pots. And then it's also like hand signed by the artist, hand painted as well. All these are hand painted, which so I guess a lot of time and effort goes into each piece, which is probably why they sell so well. I'll show you one more of these. So this one is called Field Marshal Montgomery. All the boxes look the same, so I don't want to dig through there and find Jimi Hendrix, but if you look it up, see what it looks like. But this is kind of what the people one look like. They look kind of silly because they got like a big fat body with the head as the lid. Again, signed by the artist, dated 04, has his name, Field Marshal Montgomery, in there. And then again, the maker's mark. Cool pieces though. So I decided I'm not going to pick up those 3 big pieces of electronics, but you can see they're basically 2 Yamaha and 1 RCA. They're all receivers, so you know what those things look like. They're all about the same. This was a cool thing I picked up. 999 pure silver $100 bill. Has a certificate of authenticity on the back. This I'm keeping. I collect a lot of silver stuff, so at the auctions I'll often buy stuff like this for my personal collection. I got this for $35. I was really stoked. One sold on eBay recently for like $50, free shipping. So I was hoping to get it for like $35 or $40, but I was so stoked when nobody else bid. It's a cool piece, so I definitely thought the price was gonna go a little higher. I picked up this lot of pocket knives. I paid $65, but there's 10 knives in there, so I basically paid $6.50 each. Almost every auction I go to, every flea market, whatever, I always find pocket knives or fixed blade knives or fighting knives or bayonets. They're just one of my favorite things. But I recognize some good brands in here. There's like Case, Buck, a lot of knives I could probably sell for like $30 each. And then I'll lot up the cheaper ones together. So there's probably like 5 knives in here I could sell for around $25 to $30 each. So I'll list those individually. And then the other 5 knives that are probably worth like $10 or $15 each, I'll lot up and get like $50 for that lot. So I should make pretty good money off this little baggie. This was my favorite item I picked up at the auction yesterday. I'm not a jewelry buyer. I don't usually buy jewelry because just gold just goes for so high at auctions. A lot of people are paying what I feel is basically eBay prices. But I paid $300 for this bracelet. It's a 6 gram, 14 karat gold bracelet, but it's all opal. And these opals are so nice. Look at those things. Probably can't get it to focus in, unfortunately. Just such a cool piece though. But I saw similar ones selling for $600-700. So I'm gonna list this thing for $700. And I paid $300. I know it's worth $500 or more, so worst case scenario, I'll make like $150 or $200 off it, but we're hoping to get the $600 or $700 out of it. So this was the last thing of the day we picked up, a pretty big drum set. But what I noticed about this drum set is all the pieces, they just screw off really easy. So it comes apart basically like a Lego set, and I'll be able to take it apart to ship it in like a regular size box. Whoever buys it's just gonna have to reassemble it. I only paid $35 for this. This one piece right here that connects to everything and runs the drums, this one piece sells for like $80 by itself. But I did see a couple people sell the whole drum set for like $180 plus shipping. So I'm probably just gonna take pictures of this thing complete and just let them know in the listing that I'm gonna have to disassemble it for shipping. So it will need to be reassembled, but I should be able to sell it for at least $160 plus shipping. And I only paid $35. It's a little bit of a project, but sometimes I'll take on stuff like this when you know it's gonna sell and I know I'm gonna make over $100 profit. It's worth me taking that 30 minutes to package and ship this thing properly when the time comes to make $100 bill on it. So that was the last item we picked up of the day. It was a really great auction. I had a good time. It's summertime, or it's coming along summertime, and then we have a lot of snowbirds that come down here, and they play a big role in like our auction community. So basically what happens is the auctions are really hot when they're here through the winter time and then early start of the year. When they go back up north, we have less competition, but also the consigners know that, so they don't tend to bring as much stuff to the auction. Usually I'm at that auction till like after 8 o'clock. Yesterday the auction ended like before 7 o'clock, just because they had that many less items, that many less consigners. But I was still able to snag a few good deals, as you guys could see. As always, I'm always picking, always looking for more stuff. That's what you gotta do. You gotta be passionate about it, and you gotta pound the pavement. You gotta hit thrift stores on Monday. You gotta hit an auction on Wednesday or Friday. You gotta hit yard sale on Saturday morning, a couple yard sales. Just a few times a week, you find a few items and you get them listed as quickly as possible. Rinse and repeat. If you can list 5+ quality items a day, you will have daily sales and you will not fail. Don't focus on why things aren't selling. Instead, focus on getting new quality products to list and just keep feeding the beast. Because half of what I sell is stuff I just listed in the past 2 weeks. That just tells you how important it is to continue listing new products. And then the other half of what I sell is items I've listed in the past several months, but it's great when those sales come in and the items finally sell through. But I'm not as focused on those items as I am on getting new quality inventory and just trying to get more like high-end stuff that I can sell for well over $100, get my average sale price up, and just like smash the weekly sales records basically. Always try to be better than I was the day before. But anyway, as you can see again, we got some more good stuff, and I had a great time. Another auction, another successful sourcing day. But I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Thanks again, and until next time, peace.